From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Lisa Laporte. Owners of banned firearms will have until the end of March to declare interest in a federal program offering compensation for turning in or permanently deactivating their guns. Speaking in Montreal today, Public Safety Minister Gary Anandasangari addressed the government's position on assault-style firearms.
These are firearms designed for war, for killing people. They have no place in our communities. We know it, the people of Quebec know it, and so do people throughout Canada.
Ottawa has outlawed about 2,500 types of guns since May of 2020, including the AR-15. U.S. President Donald Trump said today in a social media post that he will charge a 10% import tax on goods from 8 European nations opposed to America's proposed control of Greenland as of February 1st. A statement released by the heads of the European Commission and the European Council say Europe remains committed to upholding its sovereignty. Meantime, dozens of people gathered in the capital of Nunavut today in protest of renewed threats by the U.S. to take over Greenland. Finance Minister François-Philippe Champagne is now in Qatar with Prime Minister Mark Carney, looking to drum up investment deals with a country that's growing in diplomatic and economic influence. Champagne says investors around the world see Canada as a safe bet because it's stable, predictable, and governed by the rule of law.
We presented an investment budget, and I would say what better place to start than in Qatar to talk with that. The Prime Minister obviously was in China with my colleagues.
Carney is paying the country a brief visit on the heels of his trip to China and ahead of attending the World Economic Forum in Switzerland. The mayor of St. Mary's, Newfoundland, says he's hoping the Canadian Coast Guard or some other federal agency will offer some help in what he's calling an environmental emergency. Mayor Steve Ryan says wind has torn the wall off of an abandoned fish sauce plant in the town, leaving not much to protect the water and nearby fishing grounds from what's inside. Ryan says there are more than 100 vats of fermented congealed fish inside the Atlantic Seafood Sauce Company building, noting the smell from them has long tormented the town. And the NFL is paying tribute to the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. this weekend. The league is displaying the caption, "Choose Love" in field end zones and on helmet decals during all divisional round playoff games. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, the Oilers will be without one of their stars when they take on the Canucks in Vancouver tonight. Edmonton says center Leon Draisaitl had to return to Germany to attend to a family illness. Oilers head coach Chris Knobloch says the absence is a big one for his team.
Obviously, we're going to miss Leon, and hopefully it's not very long. And obviously, we support Leon and what's going on right now, yeah, it's an unfortunate situation, but yeah, it is what it is.
Elsewhere in the NHL tonight, Toronto takes on Winnipeg. The Buffalo Bills and Denver Broncos are at play in the AFC in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs today. Later, Seattle hosts San Fran in the NFC. And Canada's Gabriel Diallo takes on third-seed German Alexander Zverev in first-round action tonight at the Australian Open. From the Canadian Press, I'm Lisa Laporte.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.